Respected friends, salutations, welcome you all. Greetings and gratitudes. Let us, in our Vedic chanting today, learn the Ayushya Sooktham, which is so beautiful, so essential for all of us. Then our Nakshatra Gayatri mantras, three of them, our common sense thought. Then Shanti Guru mantras, Sankalpa for the entire universe. Our Upanishad mantra Parayanam, Shwethashwathara, studying the same 6th chapter, 18th mantra, the Sharanagati. Meaning, definition, whom to do Sharanagati, how to do Sharanagati, and what for what. All these things, last 2 days, we are discussing thoroughly. Today we will see the further portion of the Bhashyam. Through all these efforts of ours, may Parabrahma Ishvara Jagannatha Devatagana, Gurugana, Shastragana bless us, finding us deserving, with which we blossom in our Vyaktitva, so that outside we are a asset, not a liability. Inside also we are certainly growing. Welcome the Ayushya Vardhana Sukta. In this, the Rishi is Atharva Rishi, then the Devatas are Vishwe Devatas, and all those who are contributing to the human beings, long life, health, etc. Generally, these mantras are chanted by the Brahmanas who do the yajnas, etc. for the Yajamana. We ourselves is the Yajamana here, we are chanting it for ourselves. Okay, it has 4 mantras. Ayushya Vardhana, healthy, long life. We have to have with the blessings of Devatas, they can adjust whatever prarabdhas are there. Any accidental, things which cut short our life. If at all we enter into those situations of happening, these Devatas protect us. So that possibility is very much is there. Okay. Then whenever we call about Ayushya Suktam, one is the avoidance of sudden in between death. Second is fully allotted 100 years for a human being who should be able to live. More important is it should be full of energy, health, etc. So what is said here is, O Vishwe Devatas and the Vasudevatas, all of you protect this person who wants to live long, healthy life. Vishvedevas and Vasudevatas are asked to bless. So too, O Aditya Devatas, you also just get awakened and approach in a protection of this person. So neither his near and dear ones in the form of friends and family members, nor the enemies should come near to him to trouble him. So too, no human beings, no Prakriti should trouble him. O Devatas and the Pitru Devatas, all of you, listen to my prayer with the calm, unbiased mind. That this person I am offering to you with the full faith that you will do the protection of him. Protect him till he lives the full life, the long life. Then, O Devatas, like the Surya, etc., you are in the Urdhva Loka, Deva Loka. O Devatas, Agni Adi, you are there in the Bhuloka. Then the Vayu Ityadi Devatas, you are in the Antariksha Loka. So too the various Devatas who are there in the Aushadhis, who are in the Pashu, who are in the waters. To all of them we are doing this Havis or offerings in this yajna And we are praying that give this long life to this person, that he lives more than 100 years. There is no apamrutyu touching him in between. So to all the devatas to whom we are offering all these ahutis, variety of the things while chanting the mantras, we offer the receptors of all these devatas. Again, the same one, Indradi, etc. You can see that we are offering all these things to you. It should make you happy, and we are invoking you, your presence. In this person who is here, participating in this prarthana as well as yajna, desiring long life. So enter him, protect him from any inadvertent things, any unwanted things which trouble him in his life. See that mantra. So it shows our rishis were aware of this one aspect, that we being human can live life, better in terms of our safety, security. That's achieved by our own disciplined life. At the same time, there are the monitoring devatas are there. When we make them our friends through our upasana yajna, they will help us in this regard. On the whole, a long, healthy, hassle-free, beautiful life we live. This is one aspect only. The more important second aspect is what for that life is lived. You and I have clarity, not for artha and kama, but for the dharma and moksha. We add this also. You know, these things are not mentioned because there it goes without saying. In the Vedic period, that if he is asking for a long life, it is only for the sadhana and siddhi. It was known and accepted by everyone, therefore specially not mentioned. But in today's world, specially we have to mention to the Lord that I want the long life for my own sadhana, because majority of people are approaching the doctors, getting medication, living long life only for again the bhoga, and creating more and more karma phala, creating more and more vasanas, creating strengthening their own delusions, ignorances. The whole world is like that because nobody to guide them in the right way. There are some guidances, but they don't want to go and receive that. That's how the world is, we can see it. So you and I, being the students of Upanishads and Vedanta, we have the clarity. Our Dirghayu, we want to use it for only our Moksha Purushartha. Okay. Om Om Atharvana Vedantargata Ayushya Suktam. ॐ विश्वे देवा वसवो ॐ विश्वे देवा वसवो रक्षते मम उत आदित्या रक्षते ममुत आदित्या जागृतयूयमस्मिन् जागृतयूयमस्मिन् ॐ विश्वे देवा वसवो रक्षते ममुतादित्या जागृतयूयम् अस्मिन् मा इमं सनाभिरुत वा अन्यनाभिर्मेमं सनाभिरुत वान्यनाभिर्मा इमं प्रापत् पौरुषेयो वधो यः मा इमं प्रापत् पौरुषेयो वधो यः ॐ विश्वे देवा वसवो रक्षते मम हुतादित्या जागृतयूयमस्मिन् मेमं सनाभिरुतवान्यनाभिर्मेमं प्रापत् पौरुषेयो वधो यः ॐ विश्वे देवा वसवो रक्षते मम हुतादित्या जागृतयूयमस्मिन् मेमं सनाभिरुतवान्यनाभिर्मेमं प्रापत् पौरुषेयो वधो यः सेकंड ये वो देवाः पितरो ये वो देवाः पितरो ये च पुत्राः सचेतसो ये च पुत्राः सचेतसो मे शृणुतेदमुक्तं मे शृणुतेदमुक्तं सर्वेभ्यो वः परिददामि एतं सर्वेभ्यो वः परिददाम्येतं स्वस्त्येनं जरसेवहाथ स्वस्त्येनं जरसेवहाथ ये वो देवाः पितरो ये च पुत्राः सचेतसो मे शृणुतेदमुक्तं सर्वेभ्यो वः परिददाम्येतं स्वस्त्येनं जरसेवहाथ ये वो देवाः पितरो ये च पुत्राः सचेतसो मे शृणुतेदमुक्तं सर्वेभ्यो वः परिददाम्येतं स्वस्त्येनं जरसेवहाथ थर्ड मंत्र ये देवादिवितिष्ठ ये पृथिव्यां ये देवादिवितिष्ठ सॉरी ये देवादिविष्ठ ये देवादिविष्ठ ये पृथिव्यां ये अंतरिक्षे ओषधीषु पशुषु ओषधीषु पशुषु अप्स्वन्तः अप्स्वन्तः ते कृणुत जरसं ते कृणुत जरसम् आयुरस्मै आयुरस्मै शतमन्यान् परि वृणक्तु मृत्योन वृणक्तु मृत्योन ये देवादिविष्ठ ये पृथिव्यां ये अंतरिक्ष ओषधीषु पशुषु अप्स्वन्तः ते कृणुत जरसमायुरस्मै शतमन्यान् परिवृणक्तु मृत्योन ये देवादिविष्टये पृथिव्यां ये अंतरिक्ष ओषधीषु पशुष्वप्सन्तः ते कृणुत जरसमायुरस्मै शतमन्यान् परिवृणक्तु मृत्योन फोर्थ येषां प्रयाता उत वानुयाजा उत वा सॉरी येषां प्रयाजा उत वानुयाजा उत वानुयाजा उत भागा अहुतादश्च देवाः येषां वः पञ्च येषां वः पञ्च प्रदिशो विभक्ताः तान्वो अस्मै सत्रसदः कृणोमि येषां प्रयाजा उत वानुयाजा उत भागा अहुतादृशदेवाः येषां वः पञ्च प्रदिशो विभक्ताः तान्वो अस्मै सत्रसदः कृणोमि ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. One joy to me is because of everyday chanting, familiarity happening with the Veda mantras as to how they look like, how they can be chanted, and how the tone tune of the rishis in their prayers. If this effort is not done, that knowledge would have not come. And the importance of it we are realizing. And at least in the class we are chanting, it doesn't go wasted. Little more tapasya we do of again chanting them, keeping some number of days. For 1 month I'll chant, or for 1,000 times I'll chant, or every day I will chant. With that commitment, if you do every day, the benefits and blessings are accordingly. But an initiative is done by becoming aware of the presence of these beautiful mantras. And we all are again and again saying, for all the removal of physical, mental problems, illnesses, all the three are required in the way. The three Ds, the dawa, the duva, the dimag. With the dimag, we have to be intelligent in our life. With the dawa, we have to take medicine given by the doctors and whatever. Dua is the blessings of the Lord. तीनों की जरूरत है. तो हियर वी आर इन्वोकिंग द दुआ. ओम अथ आयुष अथर्वण वेदांतर्गत आयुष्यवर्धन सूक्तम्. ओम विश्वे देवा वसवो रक्षतेमं उतादित्या जागृतयूयमस्मिन् मेमं सनाभिरुतवान्यनाभिर्मेमं प्रापत् पौरुषेयो वधो यः. ये वो देवाः पितरो ये च पुत्राः सचेतसो मे शृणुतेदमुक्तं. सर्वेभ्यो वः परिददाम्येतं स्वस्त्येनं जरसेवहाथ. ये देवादिविष्ट ये पृथिव्यां ये अन्तरिक्ष ओषधीषु पशुष्वप्स्वन्तः ते कृणुत जरसमायुरस्मै शतमन्यान् परिवृणक्तु मृत्योन्. येषां प्रयाजा उत वानुयाजा उत भागा अहुतादश्च देवाः येषां वः पञ्च प्रदिशो विभक्ताः तान् वो अस्मै सत्रसदः कृणोमि. ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. अगेन ॐ विश्वे देवा वसवो रक्षतेमं उतादित्या जागृतयूयमस्मिन् मेमं सनाभिरुतवान्यनाभिर्मेमं प्रापत् पौरुषेयो वधो यः. ये वो देवाः पितरो ये च पुत्राः सचेतसो मे शृणुतेदमुक्तं. सर्वेभ्यो वः परिददाम्येतं स्वस्त्येनं जरसेवहाथ. ये देवादिविष्टये पृथिव्यां ये अन्तरिक्ष ओषधीषु पशुष्वप्स्वन्तः ते कृणुत जरसमायुरस्मै शतमन्यान् परिवृणक्तु मृत्योन्. ये देवाः येषां प्रयाजा उत वानुयाजा उत भागाः उतादश्च देवाः येषां वः पञ्च प्रदिशो विभक्ताः तान् वो अस्मै सत्रसदः कृणोमि. See, two things. One, all devatas who have worshipped through the ahutis, etc., to whomever I have not offered, both of them I am praying. One thing. Second is, oh, all devatas who are in the antariksha, in the bhuloka and urdhalokas, Svarga. To all you, O Devatas, I am offering this person that you will take care of them. That means all Devatas are to be praised and we have to invoke their anugraha at that level, even though from the Vedanta standpoint, one alone is there, Brahman and Ishvara. Yet, at the practical level of upasanas, as those are though expression of the divine, are meant for their specific purposes which we need in our life safety, so we can. And like all are commonly human jati, but in them also there are doctors for medical purpose, there are engineers for the construction purpose. So we approach them for those particular works, isn't it? In that way. So we have enjoyed our Vedic chanting. So beautiful it is. Anandam. Let us do our Nakshatra Gayatri Mantra Ucharana. So the 15 we have done, 12 more are there. 5 days we have done, 4 more days. 9 into 3. So the done nakshatras are Ashwini, Bharani, Kritika, Rohini, Mrugashira, Ardra, Punarvasu, Pushya, Ashlesha, Makha, Purva Falguni, Uttara Falguni. Yesterday, Hasta, Chaitra and Swati. Today, Vishakha Nakshatra, Anuradha Nakshatra and Jyeshtha Nakshatra. We are praying to all Nakshatra Devatas and our own Nakshatra to whichever we belong. Especially, we can do more. So, today, the Vishakha Nakshatra, Indragneshyai. So, she is the Ishani for Indra and Agni. These are Vishakha Nakshatra. And then Mahashreshta. So Indragneshyai cha vidmahe. महाश्रेष्ठायै च धीमहि तन्नो विशाखा प्रचोदयात्. Indragneshe means Indra and Agni maybe are under her supervision or control that she can command them. So the Indra Devata, through all the other Devatas, he has his own way to bless us, and Agni Devata's contribution we know in so many ways. She is the Ishani for them and Mahashreshta. Om Indragneshe Vidmahe Mahashreshthayai cha Dhimahi Tanno Vishakha. Then we have Anuradha Nakshatra. She is the Mitra Swarupini. Anuradha. So, Anuradha Nakshatra. Om Mitra Devayai Vidmahe Mahamitrayai cha Dhimahi. Tanno Anuradha Prachodayat. Anuradha. Mitra Swarupini. So, we need in our life some Mitra, who selflessly uh, take care of us, help us, etc. Without any cunningness, with full love towards us. वो आनंद अलग होता है. Beautiful it is, right? That mitras. So for some people, the parents only act as mitra. For some brother sister, good relation. For some people, real friends only are friends throughout life. 50, 60, 70 साल. Okay, and for some people, the wife or husband, they themselves are mitra. Bharya mitram. Hmm. Then third one is the Vishaka Anuradha. Third is Jeshta Nakshatra. Jeshta is elder. She is generally elder. As the elder person, with care and concern, takes care, and also with authority, he dominates and controls. है ना? We need somebody in our life who should dominate us and control us. Same time, take care of us also by taking us into confidence. That's another requirement in life because every time we are not wrong, and many times problems come which are beyond our reach, solutions. Some elders can guide us. ज्येष्ठ लोग होना चाहिए हमारे. Don't try always to become myself only ज्येष्ठ. You be a ज्येष्ठ leader to many, no doubt, with your vision and all. But we also have to have someone who can guide us from above till we reach the total maturity, convictions, ultimate truth without any doubt, full of confidence. तब तक कोई न कोई ऊपर से रक्षणा करते हुए रहना चाहिए, डांटना भी चाहिए, स्पेशली द डांटना. Otherwise, our ego will be bloating up. Same time, we will not be aware of the mistakes we are doing. So Jeshta Nakshatra helps that way. Om Jeshtaye Vidmahe Mahajeshtaye Chadimahi Tanno Jeshta Prachodayat. Her mantra is with the Jeshta Shabda only. Then Vidmahe Dhimahi Prachodayat. I am not telling because we know it every day. Start. Om Indragneshyai Vidmahe Mahashreshtaye Chadimahi Tanno Vishakha Prachodayat. ॐ इन्द्राग्नेश्यै विद्महे महाश्रेष्ठायै च धीमहि तन्नो विशाखा प्रचोदयात्. इन्द्राग्नेश्यै च विद्महे महाश्रेष्ठायै च धीमहि तन्नो विशाखा प्रचोदयात्. ॐ इन्द्राग्नेश्यै च विद्महे महाश्रेष्ठायै च धीमहि तन्नो विशाखा प्रचोदयात्. ॐ इन्द्राग्नेश्यै च विद्महे महाश्रेष्ठायै च धीमहि तन्नो विशाखा प्रचोदयात्. ॐ इन्द्राग्नेश्यै च विद्महे महाश्रेष्ठायै च धीमहि तन्नो विशाखाः प्रचोदयात्. ॐ इन्द्राग्नेश्यै च विद्महे महाश्रेष्ठायै च धीमहि तन्नो विशाखा प्रचोदयात्. ॐ इन्द्राग्नेश्यै च विद्महे महाश्रेष्ठायै च धीमहि तन्नो विशाखा प्रचोदयात्. ॐ इन्द्राग्नेश्यै च विद्महे महाश्रेष्ठायै च धीमहि तन्नो विशाखा प्रचोदयात्. ॐ इन्द्राग्नेश्यै महाश्रेष्ठायै च धीमहि तन्नो विशाखा प्रचोदयात्। ॐ इन्द्राग्नेशै च विद्महे महाश्रेष्ठायै च धीमहि तन्नो विशाखा प्रचोदयात्। ॐ इन्द्राग्नेशै च विद्महे महाश्रेष्ठायै च धीमहि तन्नो विशाखाः प्रचोदयात्. Vishaka, we have done. Next, Anuradha. Om Mitra Devayai Vidmahe Mahamitrayai Dhimahi. Mitra Deva Mahamitra. So at that time, feel, oh Mother Anuradha, come to me as Mitra or send some Mitra who take care of me so that I don't feel lonely. ॐ मित्रदेवायै विद्महे महामित्रायै च धीमहि तन्नो अनुराधा प्रचोदयात्। ॐ मित्रदेवायै विद्महे महामित्रायै च धीमहि तन्नो अनुराधा प्रचोदयात्। ॐ मित्रदेवायै विद्महे महामित्रायै च धीमहि तन्नो अनुराधा प्रचोदयात्। ॐ मित्रदेवायै विद्महे महामित्रायै च धीमहि तन्नो अनुराधाः प्रचोदयात्। विद्महे महामित्रायै च धीमहि तन्नो अनुराधाः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ मित्रदेवायै विद्महे महामित्रायै च धीमहि तन्नो अनुराधाः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ मित्रदेवायै विद्महे महामित्रायै च धीमहि तन्नो अनुराधाः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ मित्रदेवायै विद्महे महामित्रायै च धीमहि तन्नो अनुराधाः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ मित्रदेवायै विद्महे महामित्रायै च धीमहि तन्नो अनुराधाः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ मित्रदेवायै विद्महे महामित्रायै च धीमहि तन्नो अनुराधाः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ मित्रदेवायै विद्महे महामित्रायै च धीमहि तन्नो अनुराधाः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ मित्रदेवायै विद्महे महामित्रायै च धीमहि तन्नो अनुराधाः प्रचोदयात्. Friends, remember, especially those who are here regularly, what we are doing here itself is sadhana. The ekagrata prayatna, the Shraddha Bhakti Sharanagati increasing prayatna, the recognition of presence of Paramatma prayatna, the Prarthana prayatna, the Ucharana prayatna. If not these, what else are sadhanas? Becoming conscious of our own goal prayatna. Think about it. Don't underestimate these sadhanas of our chantings and our satsangs, etc. And we are not doing them. The Lord only getting them done through us as His blessings to us. The greater blessings to us by the Lord are these, unlike to others, where Lord sends someone to tell and live. In our case, the Lord is making us do practically every day. They are higher blessings. कह के छोड़ना अलग है, बिठा के करवाना अलग है. Isn't it? Like you tell your son and leave it. He does it or not, you don't know. But you make him sit and do. Is it not your higher love for him? Here also we are made to sit and chant everyday mantras. It's a higher blessing from the Lord. Let us recognize it, acknowledge it, intensify our Shraddha and all, do with full joy. Okay. Now Jyeshta Nakshatra. Om Jyeshtayai Vidmahe. Om Jyeshtayai Vidmahe. Mahajyeshtayai cha dhimahi. Tanno Jyeshtha prachodayat. Om Jyeshtayai means elder to me. Mahajyeshtayai is elder to everyone. Again the Jyeshtha is the name. ॐ ज्येष्ठायै च विद्महे महाज्येष्ठायै च धीमहि तन्नो ज्येष्ठा प्रचोदयात्. ॐ ज्येष्ठायै च विद्महे महाज्येष्ठायै च धीमहि तन्नो ज्येष्ठा प्रचोदयात्. ॐ ज्येष्ठायै च विद्महे महाज्येष्ठायै च धीमहि तन्नो ज्येष्ठा प्रचोदयात्. ॐ ज्येष्ठायै च विद्महे महाज्येष्ठायै च धीमहि तन्नो ज्येष्ठा प्रचोदयात्. ॐ ज्येष्ठायै च विद्महे महाज्येष्ठायै च धीमहि तन्नो ज्येष्ठा प्रचोदयात्. ॐ ज्येष्ठायै च विद्महे महाज्येष्ठायै च धीमहि तन्नो ज्येष्ठा प्रचोदयात्. ॐ ज्येष्ठायै च विद्महे महाज्येष्ठायै च धीमहि तन्नो ज्येष्ठा प्रचोदयात्. ॐ ज्येष्ठायै च विद्महे महाज्येष्ठायै च धीमहि तन्नो ज्येष्ठा प्रचोदयात्. ॐ ज्येष्ठायै च विद्महे महाज्येष्ठायै च धीमहि तन्नो ज्येष्ठा प्रचोदयात्. ॐ ज्येष्ठायै च विद्महे महाज्येष्ठायै च धीमहि तन्नो ज्येष्ठा प्रचोदयात्. ॐ ज्येष्ठायै च विद्महे महाज्येष्ठायै च धीमहि तन्नो ज्येष्ठा प्रचोदयात्. ॐ ज्येष्ठायै च विद्महे महाज्येष्ठायै च धीमहि तन्नो ज्येष्ठा प्रचोदयात्. ॐ विशाखा अनुराधा ज्येष्ठा नक्षत्रदेवताभ्यो नमः. तव चरणौ शरणं प्रपद्ये मां रक्ष रक्ष परिपाहि परिपाहि परमात्मानुभवं प्रति प्रचोदनं कुरु कुरु स्वाहा. Good. Two things we have done. Happy that you have taken part. God bless all. Now, after Vedic chanting and mantra dhyanam, third sadhana, some common sense thought. Two very simple things, short and precise. First one is in the light of so far gained Shastra Jnana, Adhyatmika Jnana through our classes, still in what are the things we are deluded, we are bound. We can make an inquiry personally within us. Which are the things we are in delusion. And the nature of delusion is so simple, we have heard it so many times. It is in the form of the attachment. And we know what is the meaning of attachment. Two words there, two things. One is I need this and this, or I cannot be without this and this. Both appear to be similar with slight difference. I need this. In that case, I can be without it, that I know, but still I need it. It is more of the desire type. You know, like I can be without ice cream. I know that, but I desire for it. I need it. I want it, isn't it? That's one. And the other things, very strong opinion notion that I cannot be without that. You know, it can be an object, it can be a person, it can be any of the experience, whatever they are. Just we have to see within us towards which we are attached is equal to towards which we are still delusion. Just to see. And the attachment is not external, attachment is internal. Internal only delusory. And the spiritual background knowledge for all that is what? The jada depends on the chetana, not the other way around. Point one. Point two, I am chetana. Other than me, everything is jada. Therefore, everything should depend on me. It's not the other way around. That maturity inside. Based on that knowledge, still in our notions, in our acceptances, in our practices, in which are the things we are still deluded, is equal to attached, is equal to say that I want it, or I cannot be without it, cannot be without it. Note them, and with the strength of the gained spiritual knowledge, slowly get rid of them along. That's a test also for us that whether we got the knowledge or not given by our gurus. They gave, but did we take? If we take, we have to use it. Utilization is by this observation. It's a very good, healthy, useful practice. Ultimately, what we have to achieve? We have to achieve what the Lord is achieved. We have to achieve that what all our saints and sages achieved. What is that? They are everywhere yet not attached to anything. Wherever required, they are there, yet not attached. That's the meaning of the lotus and the drop of water on the lotus as per Gita. Padma Patram Ivambas. That freedom in our mind we have to achieve. That is the meaning of in our Gita class. Prasadam adhigacchati. Prasade sarva dukkhanam hani. If still we have that attachments and dependencies, that means our delusion has not gone. That means what? Either we have not gained the knowledge or we are not using it. Be a free bird in this world. I'm with everyone, wherever required. I'm with all objects whichever are required. I'm in all places which are required, anivarya. Yet I am not attached in my mind because of the Vedantic knowledge that everything other than the Atman Brahman is Jada and Mithya. That should depend on me, the conscious self, not the other way around. This knowledge you have to use there and experiment and see. Most important is the experimentation. That whichever the thing I say I cannot without leave it and see for some time. Leave it and see. Already we saw in Gita, everything other than me, the Vishayi are the Vishayas. When I, the Vishayi, give them the value, the Vishayas, then I become slave to them and feel they are compulsory. Isn't it? If I devalue them, they don't hold on to me. Didn't we study this? Vishaya vinivartante niraharasya dehina. If you are not in touch, everything goes away, leaving its enslavement. But that art we have to have, the ability we have to have, that willingness we have to have. No, I don't want to suffer in my mind with an attachment to this or that object. Without attachment, I will involve in that. Raga Dvesha Yuktai. Or the persons, whoever they may be. Now I am at this age, I am grown now, I am also spiritual. I've understood now. The 24 hours, my mind in its delusion, therefore attachment, is holding on to objects and things and beings. That is why, in spite of all this Vedantic knowledge coming to me as blessings of Lord, I am not able to contemplate on truth. I am not able to do any of my sadhanas seriously. वो तो पहचानना चाहिए ना. दो चीजें पहचानना. एक, I am not yet serious in my sadhanas. Two, the reason for it is still I am deluded. See, deluded is throughout the day our mind is hankering around the things and beings and experiences only of the world. And from our Upanishad study of Yoga Vasishta and Mandukya Adi, so clearly we have understood all of them are nothing but our own thought modification. Yes, today we are going to see that. As our conscience, so is our chitta. As our chitta is, so our behavior. In our Yoga Vasishta, Vasishta is going to tell Rama. So command it. So far we didn't know, we were enslaved. Now we know it, so we have to command. Command what? Our own mind. In what way? Involving in whatever required, yet freed from the attachment is equal to freed from delusion is equal to I don't want to be a person bound in that samsara is equal to I want to realize the self and get liberated because that is the ultimate goal and because I am chosen for that by the Lord. So how? Because every day I am getting chance to listen to the Shastras. So, in the light of the newly gained knowledge or the spiritual knowledge, where I am still deluded. Be serious, be sincere. And let us not be still again in the delusion, again of the delusion, that the delusion is required. That means the attachment is required. That means dependence is required. That means slavery is required. That's what we are caught up. Everybody is caught up. How can we continue after listening to the Tattva Jnana, after listening to the Brahma Jnana, after listening to the Atma Jnana? नहीं यूज करोगे नॉलेज, उभरना नहीं है क्या? उभरना मीन्स राइजिंग अबव. Don't we want? Think about it. If for this the answer is no, no, no means we are still age wise whatever we are, but maturity wise we are still bachche log. I don't want to rise above this samsara. If it is there, with all your age and gauge and outer doings and achievements, still we are childish. That you want to be with Khilauna only. You want to only with the worldly bondages. You don't want the ultimate truth. This is our today's first thought. In the light of the knowledge, spiritual, heard, understood, gained, and wanting to practice, see where we are deluded. Within, outside we don't change. Outside our vyavahara goes on. But within us, that mind and its funny attachments that has to be eliminated and become a clean slate in the heart, plain in the heart. I am with everyone 100% wherever I am required, fully. Yet I know I am not attached. See the beauty of that life. Is it not an achievement? If you say no, Swamiji, we have to attach to everyone and get bound, that's का मतलब क्या है? फंसे रहो फिर. That samsari in us is more than the sadhaka in us. The ajnani is more than the jnani in us. The deluded is more than the clear pictured person. Person is clear picture. सोच लो. This is one topic today. Spiritual common sense thought. Be free. And more beautiful thing than this is what? If we free people also from their dependency on us, their attachment to us. Ah, that's the whole meaning of Vanaprastha. Where the children are told, Beta, tum apna bhi जीवन जियो, don't worry about us. I am also not worried about you, though I am doing my own tapasya. उसमें जो परिपक्व हो जाता है, then leaving even the identity with the upadhi etc. shariradi by taking up sannyasa, where with the deha also I am now minimum involved in to maintain it. That's it. Other than that, throughout my remaining life, I am only trying to realize my inner self. That beautiful deep guidance is given in our shastras through this ashrama vyavastha of brahmacharya, grahastha, vanaprastha and sannyasa. We have to mature to know them. The glory in life is in maturity, in having higher, deeper knowledges. And we are not Westerners that they have to dig out or they have to search out and what do you call it? Unearth the knowledge. We are not so unfortunate like them. We are lucky that our Rishi Muni Guru have already thought about all these and all the complete quintessence of knowledge they give through these shastras. बस हमको इनको पढ़ना है बस श्रद्धा से और समझना है और मानना है. That's it. Listen, study, understand, accept. That's it. These are the things we have to do. They have already told. So what's my age now? I am in the Vanaprastha sthiti. So let me give freedom. Let me have freedom. Not only outside, inside. In fact, luckily today to the Vanaprastha aged people, the children give freedom from outside. They leave and go. But you are holding on inside. Holding on inside for their welfare, little bit okay. But more than that, any other thing which makes you forget Paramatma and remembering them, that's called delusion. और स्वामी ऐसा है तो फिर हम जिएंगे कैसे? अरे जिएंगे किस लिए? पहले मेरे प्रश्न का जवाब दो. किस लिए जीना है? इफ यू वांट टू जीना है फॉर परमात्मा, then it is necessary. Otherwise, you sit for meditation 5 times a day, half an hour. All the half an hour, you're only thinking about the things and beings to which we are delusionally attached. Attached with delusion. वही सोच रहे हो. Not even in half an hour. One time I did my japa with concentration. Not even once in my half an hour listening to some bhajan kirtan that I reveled in that bhajana and that bhava in that. So फिर ऐसे ही चलता रहेगा then. There's no spiritual paripakvata coming to us. The sadhana paripakvata, then the joy of the spirituality. This is one thing. Second is more details some other day. बस इतना कह देते हैं कि like the any of the birds you see, how they protect their eggs when they lay the egg. You see that any of the bird, the crows, crow तो और कहीं लगाता है वो, कबूतर वगैरह देखो. It just goes on to, well, first of all, it puts all the grass, etc. It knows the time. Then laying the egg. All this is Ishvara Leela. That bird, what food it eats, how it becomes the egg, and in that whatever the stuff, and that how it transforms to become another bird. These are all Maha Ishvara Leela. Oh, beyond our mind intellect's thinking. And so too, the way the bird takes care of that egg from all dangers and sits on it and slowly hatches it out. It's a it's a miracle only an intellect cannot understand. Okay, anyway, now the bird is doing all that. But in doing so, it must be telling to that uh, would be bird inside that egg, I am there to protect you. The world is not as bad as you think. Don't be afraid. You just can come out. Maybe it is communicating all those things. क्या हो रहा होगा वी तो डोंट नो. मैं तो हमें सोचता हूँ ये उसके ऊपर बैठकर करती क्या होगी. It's तो giving the warmth etc. all that at the scientific level. But other than that, naturally when that bird also is hatched out, how the mother bird takes care, isn't it? Protects etc. Now the example is given to say is how much ever the mother bird does it from outside, it is from within only. Remember that bird has to grow and hatch out. There is no better guidance and suggestion than this thought that we have to grow from within. We have to develop from inside us. All external things will become an aids. They become an helping aid to us. But the growth has to happen from within only. You know, from within only I have to have the thought that I have to go to the class regularly. From within only I have to have the thought that whenever I am going there, then why not listen for the entire 1 hour? And how many number of times I tell you from outside, our class may, if it doesn't come to you from within, you don't even care my advice after some time. तो कहते हो ऐसे बोलते रहते. And I am telling with all my love, all my sincerity, all my goodwill to you, with the idea that come to this class, you'll have knowledge and all. From my side, I am doing best. But if you don't tune and if you don't make this from within, as from within, then we will get only bored when we get the guidance from outside. It has to come from within, isn't it? I have to think from within that I have to do the classes. I have to do from within only. I have to do my homework. I have to understand this Vedanta. I have to do the due sadhanas. कहाँ से आएगा ये पुकार? कब से बाहर, कब तक बाहर से आएगा? है ना? अंदर से आना चाहिए. And for that we have to give time. We have to become calm and quiet. We have to take paper and pen. We have to sit and do that exercise every day, half an hour. What is happening within me? We never do that exercise. And when we start doing, it will be absolutely vague and confusing in the first 3, 4 sittings. But from the fifth sitting onwards, the clarity starts coming. That I stand at this level. It is I who was doing all these wrong things by my choice. No, it is I who have to choose to do the right things. These are the right things. I have to face the world. I have to face the challenges. I have to face the prarabdha. I have to be committed in my taken up sadhanas. ये अंदर से होना चाहिए. बाहर से कभी कुछ नहीं होता. It is from within. It is I who am missing my total surrender to my Guru. It is I who am missing my total surrender to the Ishvara. It is I who am missing my continuous study. Yes, I don't have stamina. Then develop it, conserve it. Whatever stamina I have, at least use that for this purpose. I have to do it from within. Like I have this 14 hours per day. The remaining 10 hours go for this and that work. In these 14 hours, it is my plan, no? How do I use it for? How many hours I do my satsang? How many hours I have to do my sadhana? कौन कहेगा मेरे को बाहर से, या कब तक कहेगा, और क्यों कहेगा, है ना? आफ्टर ऑल इवन ए गुरु, why will you hold on to me all the time? You will have 10 disciples, you will tell them. And it is never a right approach that all the time the guru tells us from outside. He himself one day, becomes angry. यार तुम अब अंदर से सीखो, अंदर से जागृत हो जाओ. Awaken from within is the thought. Grow from within is the thought. Know from within is the thought. Commit from within is the thought. Let it come from inside me. My life. I lived it so far, this way, that way. This is tentatively some more life I'm going to live. How I have to use my life. Either we are vague in that ignorance, deluded, sleepy, or we follow somebody outside person's advice. How long? Isn't it? From within we have to wake up. What is our good? Any example of Prahladas, Nachiketas, they have awakened from within. Isn't it? Is there anybody with Nachiketa when he said, I want only Atma Jnana, nothing else? Nobody. In fact, both of them, his father here, Yamaraj there, ready to give him with everything only outer, the external things. But from within he got awakened. Those thinkings of Nachiketa, Shraddha Avivesha So Amanyata is so powerful. Think like Nachiketa, ultimate it is. Study that Katha Upanishad, first valli and second valli half of it, 10 times. In which there is no Vedanta. Vedanta starts after that. Brahmajnana starts after that. But in that one and a half valli, the qualification of Nachiketa, the glory of Nachiketa, because of his personal internal contemplation. Adbhutam is Mahadbhutam. I really love that text so much. So to the great Prahlad, he is from within, he thought. How can there be anybody other than Narayana? If God is there, he has to be infinite. That is called as God. If he has to be infinite, he must be everywhere. If he is everywhere, then there cannot be anything other than him. Therefore, everything is he only. How clear is his thinking from within? Then he got clear conviction about it. That's it. I am with God, I am God, I am doing everything for the God. Everywhere the Devata only, Brahma, Brahma, in that state he has reached from within. Age 5 years. See example of both Nachiket Prahlad. बच्चे थे वो 5 साल के but evolved, and their parents इतने उम्र के but not evolved. So Umar doesn't decide. From within our effort decides our growth. Though the age has a role to play because we go through various experiences, they can become a data for inquiry. But not necessary. One can think and from within one can understand. You know, in many cases you can see parents old still in their own laziness. Children by the age of 25-30, he has understood laziness se baat nahi banta. He started working hard, exerting, to growing in his business or whatever so much. From within he has awakened. And ultimately, the self has to be realized within us only. That inner self only is everywhere. First, it is inner. So, today's second thought is very crucial. From within, I have to decide to be regular for the satsang. From within, I have to decide to be sincere in all satsangs. From within, I have to decide that I have to do my due homework. From within, I have to rethink, did I understand or not? And then from within, I have to plan how I have to use this theoretically gained knowledge in practice. Andar se. And again, all that happens when we give time to ourselves. We give time to ourselves only, but not for spirituality, only at the upadhidhatmya, for the sake of bhoga. हम अपने को टाइम देते हैं, we are so खुदगर्ज, no doubt. But अपने को here means to be a bhogi and samsari. What we are saying is, अपने को time देना means for this spirituality. That thing if doesn't happen, if still we are looking around that somebody will come do something and something will happen, yet we are not matured. Nobody will come. No God will come. Did he come in our life? No Guru will come. Did he come and stay permanently? Nobody will come. And whoever are there, wife or husband, or they are there for their own selfishness. Little decency and modesty they have. Therefore, they just sometimes inquire and take care of you. अब वो भी नहीं है तो वो तो छोड़कर ही चले जाते. हु इज देयर फॉर मी बताओ. मैं ही हूं मेरे साथ. और वो आई एम विथ माई सेल्फ इज as much greatest disadvantage if I misuse it. So much it is luck that now I can think and plan for myself because nobody to bother me and I have nobody to oblige. Isn't it? With that, think from within and understand and evolve from within. Thank you. Om, Om, Om. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Vamsharashibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhyah. Om यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदान्ताः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्. ॐ शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं निधये सर्वविद्यानां श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानां गुरुपुङ्गवपुङ्गवकेतनते ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्तब्रह्मविद्याचार्येभ्यो नमः. सङ्कल्पः तेषां कृपया उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्ष कैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगत्यर्थं धर्म संस्थापकानां निरंतर विजयः राममन्दिरवत् समस्तमन्दिरादीनां पुनराप्ति तेषु शास्त्र अध्ययनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातनधर्मस्य सम्पूर्ण सदा सर्वदा शत्रुनिर्मूलपूर्वक संरक्षण भारतवर्षे विश्वे च धर्ममोक्षपुरुषार्थानां सुसम्प्रतिष्ठा अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां सङ्कल्पितसत्कर्मसुदिग्विजयः तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मादीनां प्रति भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्मसाफल्यार्थं कृष्णयजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः आद्यशङ्करभाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्नं मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे. ओम नित्यानंदम निराधारम. ओम पारायणम में आइएगा. मंत्र नंबर 13, 14, 15. ओम अथ पारायणम तृतीयोऽध्यायः. ओम अंगुष्ठमात्रः पुरुषोऽन्तरात्मा सदा जनानां हृदये सन्निविष्टः हृदामन्वेषो मनसा विक्लुप्तः य एतद्विदुः अमृतास्ते भवन्ति. सहस्रशीर्षा पुरुषः सहस्राक्षः सहस्रपात् स भूमिं विश्वतो वृत्वा अत्यतिष्ठद्दशाङ्गुलं पुरुष एव इदगं सर्वं यद्भूतं यच्च भव्यं हुतामृतत्वस्य ईशानः यद् अन्नेन अतिरोहति. Now chant the 18th mantra. Om 2 times. यो ब्रह्माणं विदधाति पूर्वं यो वै वेदांश्च प्रहिणोति तस्मै तगुंह देवम् आत्मबुद्धिप्रकाशं मुमुक्षुर्वै शरणमहं प्रपद्ये. यो ब्रह्माणं विदधाति पूर्वं यो वै वेदांश्च प्रहिणोति तस्मै तगुंह देवमात्मबुद्धिप्रकाशं मुमुक्षुर्वै शरणमहं प्रपद्ये. So first and foremost, to whom we have to do the Sharanagati, surrender, only to Parabrahma Paramatma. What about Ramakrishna? And they are nothing but Parabrahma only in that form. Have that doubtless thought in the mind. Okay, that's Sharanagati. Second, how that Sharanagati should be? Totally pointedly, because Sharanagati always is complete and once for all. with the knowledge that Brahma Paramatma is the one who has projected Brahmadeva and gave him the Vedas, and seeing that he, according to the Vedas, doing his work, etc. to all devatas. He is the one who, the cause of the entire universe and the managers. And all the knowledge he only gave to all those managers to manage is the world. None of them have any freedom. Agni has to do what he is told. Vayu has to do what he is told. Yama has to do what is told. Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara have to do what they are told. By this Parabrahma Varma. To him I am surrendering. Okay. And from within me, what is the preparation before I surrender? Mumukshurvai. So whom to surrender? To the Parabrahma Paramatma. By being what from within me? Mumukshu. With full single pointed faith born out of understanding. When I am mumukshu, what is my desire? Naturally mukti. Then what for I have to surrender? For the moksha. And how it happens, sir? Atma Buddhi Prakash. So to him, the Parabrahman, I am surrendering as a mumukshu, seeking from him the prakasha, the enlightenment of Atma Buddhi in me. So to whom to surrender? With what understanding behind surrender? By myself becoming what before surrender and what for. And how is that total bhavana inside the Sharanagati bhavana, that feeling, acceptance that yes, I have surrendered to Parabrahma Brahmatma, I have extended my prayers. He is not there for perception in any of the upadhis, but as Upanishad says, Pashyatya Chakshusa Shrunotya Karanaha, he will respond. And when he responds, he will give me Atma Buddhi Prakasha. Therefore, wherever the Atma Buddhi Prakasha is happening, that is the reply to my prayer by the Parabrahma Paramatma. Now I have to utilize it by going to that place and getting that Prakasha of the Atma Buddhi. Think about this mantra as many times as possible. Generate the knowledge, generate that pure, beautiful, sweet feeling. And in that knowledge and feeling, keep on really surrendering to Him through chanting. Hai. Is this not a better prayer than Sri Krishna, Sri Rama, Sharanam Mama, give me more money, give me more bhoga, see that everybody loves me? These are all nonsense. If anybody loves you, you and he both are Jiva only. Let everybody realize Brahman. Then now, as Brahman. Like two Jivan Mukta Rishis, when they meet, how do they love each other? Like Puja Gurudeva, when he met so many Mahatmas in his life, of his type, their love is Brahmic love. That you are Brahman, I Brahman, you know, I know that. Not the gross love at the Upadhi level, isn't it? Atma Buddhi Prakash. See that? Even to awaken to this knowledge and conviction that I have to seek it and I have to pray for it, also is a great evolution. And this is a outcome of two things: our regular listening and our own independent मननम चिंतनम. फाइनली हमको ये कन्विक्शन आना है कि मुझे क्या मांगना है, क्या पाना है. Correct thing. Anything other than Paramatma, we are in delusion. So this is the meaning of this mantra. Most powerful, very sweet. And in the Upanishad, Sharanamaham Prabhati. The word Sharanagati generally comes in Bhakti Shastras. But Upanishad में ही कहते हैं. तम्भदेवम आत्मबुद्धि प्रकाशम मुमुक्षुर्वै शरणमहम प्रपद्ये. Okay, now the bhashya. We have seen half of it. Yo Brahmanam iti. This is the mantra I am commenting on. Bhagavan Shankara said, are you ready? He asked. We said, yes, sir. He starts. Yaha. Yaha means Parabrahma Tattva. Brahmanam means Hiranyagarbha. Means Samashti Sukshma Sharir. One or two ideas I gave you yesterday. Not many. Many can be given. One or two ideas are what? Samashti Sukshma Sharir ke antargat hi all our Vashti Sukshma Shariras come. Therefore, in that way, we are none of us are independent. at the higher level. Therefore, I am not independent than the Hiranyagarbha, the total Sukshma Sharira. कहते हुए, when we tune to him, then the Hiranyagarbha, what he wants to get through us, those thoughts will come. And those things only we do. And how do we know that the Hiranyagarbha, the Samashti, Sukshma Sharira only functioning through me? Whatever you do, there are no regrets. There are no guilts. There are no bondages to you as well as to the world around. There is only the simple joy of fulfillment of doing. If this is happening, that means I am doing the Hiranyagarbha's work. Like when I do these Upanishad classes. That's a great joy in it. And there's no ownership that I am doing it for my sake, etc. My sake means my any other profit. I'm a part of sadhaka like you all. So these classes help me also in getting the knowledge more clearer. That is as a sadhaka. Keeping that aside, this is Ishvara work only going on. Understood? So, Yo Brahmana Vedad Puram is equal to, from the Parabrahma standpoint, without the Parabrahma, even the Hiranyagarbha cannot. And for our standpoint, the Hiranyagarbha being the Samashti Sukshma Sharira Mani, we cannot be without him. Therefore, instead of working against him, let us tune to him and allow him to express through us. And again, that happens when we remember the presence of Hiranyagarbha and pray to him, O Lord, now you express through me. You gave me freedom. I was living life independently against you, which was giving me dukkha. As the contentment is a sign that I am living as Hiranyagarbha wants, so too the dukkha, the misery, the regret, the guilts, they are the signs that I am deviating from the Hiranyagarbha Sankalpa and I am living independently the wrong life. That's the sign of it. ये हर जगह होते हैं. आपके घर में चारों लोग मिलकर द हेड ऑफ द फैमिली whoever is father उनको ट्यून करके जीते हैं तो देयर इज खुशहाल एट होम. If everyone does things independently, then there is disruption, pain to everyone in the house. Yo Brahmanam vidadati purvam. So Brahmanam Hiranyagarbham vidadati. Nothing is hidden from Hiranyagarbha. Isn't it? Like when you know your children doing this, that you don't jump every time. You just watch, observe. You wait for him to improve. If not, then you take initiative and tell. Because you love him, you trust in his wisdom, you give freedom to him. Therefore, you don't take every time the initiative. You wait. And many a times, indirectly through somebody else, you guide him. Directly, you won't approach. And if he does good, appreciation. If he does bad, slowly going to him, telling with that due words, ki what you have done is wrong, do right. Same way Hiranyagarbha does in our life to us. Every time he doesn't come and poke, that तुम गलत कर रहे हो. He will watch. He will wait. कि हम realize करते हैं अंदर से कि हम गलत कर रहे हैं. If we don't realize we keep on doing wrong, then he will send somebody. To someone he tells us. Even if we don't listen, then we punish. He punishes us. In that way, Hiranyagarbham vidadhati. Understood? So Stavan created. Purvam. What do you mean by Purvam? Sarga Ado. Sarga Ado. So first the Hiranyagarbha is created and he is given the work. Thus he creates the whole universe. Second point. Third, that same Paramatma for the Hiranyagarbha, he gave Vedas. According to this, you do the work given by me. Yo vai Vedanscha prahinoti tasmai. So that Parabrahma who has created Hiranyagarbha, that Parabrahma who has given to that Hiranyagarbha the Vedasu. 2 points are over. Yo vai Vedascha prahinoti tasmai. Now third line. Tagamha devam atma buddhi prakasham. Fourth line. Mumukshurvai saranamaham prabhati. So tagamha, tam means to that Lord. I am surrendering, that goes without saying. That ha is the akshara used by the Shruti Mata. Tagamha. What do you mean by ha? Ha shabdaha avadharane. Avadharana means insistence. In this context, what is the meaning of the ha letter insistence? Insistence in what? Insistence is in that Paramatma only. That is why that ha shabda, whose meaning is avadharana, whose meaning is insistence, is again said by Shankara Bhagavan in the Bhashya as eva. Therefore, ha is equal to avadharana is equal to eva. Now, tam ha change it by eva, it becomes tameva. तमेवा यू वेंट ऑन सेइंग अर्लियर और एक बार वही एवा कहो तो लोग बोर होते हैं करके हम ह शब्द ही यूज्ड बट द मीनिंग इज दैट ओनली है ना लाइक व्हेन यू टेल योर सन तुमको करना है तुम ही को करना है तुम नहीं तो कौन करेगा मैं थोड़ी करूं और कोई थोड़ी करेंगे why sentence is used but the purpose is one only the summary of all of them one only that you do that work. Whether you say you do it, you only do it. If not, who else will you do? Will I do it? Will somebody else do? In the same way, here, ha shabd use karo, he shabd use karo, eva shabd use karo. The earth is eva only. Therefore, tamha means tameva. Eva means exclusiveness. That and that Brahman alone. So today we already saw in our introduction that Sharanagati kisko karna hai to that Parabrahma. Through any of the form you choose if you cannot directly contact Parabrahma right now. Because we are habituated in our training given taken to worship Rama or Krishna or Shiva. वो भी एक फंसा हुआ है. That helps us to concentrate and dedicate at one place. But same Krishna and Rama will bind us if we get bound by not focusing to our goal, the Brahma Tattva. Or no Krishna and Rama and Shiva says, you get held on to me and get bound and don't go to Parabrahma. They never say. We only get caught up. That's why एक साधना जो एक लेवल तक उपयोग में आता है लेटर ऑन वो खुद ही बॉन्डेज होता है. Like this sadhana I am doing satsangas. After certain time it's a bondage. How long I'll go on talking to whom? Nayamatma pravachanena labhyaha. So I realize I have to stop. Then I do my inner. Think about it. So in that way, ha means eva, tameva. Okay. Tameva means whom tameva? Paramatmanam. Parama atmanam. The Parama Atma is Supreme Self. Supreme Self of me and everyone. Ultimate Self of me and everyone. What is the meaning of Self? Self is that which never becomes not Self. That is why the body is not me or the Self because it can also become not Self. Mind is not the Self because it can be not Self. And Self being the Self, it is not the Self. It cannot be known as the not Self. Therefore, being the Self is a realization, not knowing the Self. Nobody knows the Self. It's contradiction in terms. Then who is the knower again? Who is the known? As if there are two. Okay, I'm explaining to you the word Parama Atmanam. Supreme Self, ultimate Self, of me and of you. Again, what is Self? Which is not the Self, which is not the not Self. That's why when all the not Self is dropped, that which cannot be dropped is the Self. One of the meditational technique. So, Tagam Tameva Paramatmanam Eva. Okay, Uktam Cha. I will quote you from the beautiful Brihadaranyaka and Mundaka Upanishads. What are you quoting, sir? Exclusively approaching Brahman only. As the goal as well as the means also. Surrender to him only. Okay, the first quotation is from Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. बहुत सुंदर बात. तमेव धीरो विज्ञाय प्रज्ञां कुर्वीत ब्राह्मणः नानुध्यायान् बहून् शब्दान् वाचो विग्लापनं हि तत्. Okay, the meaning of it is what? So, tam eva dhiro vijnaya. Tam eva dhiro vijnaya means three things. That Brahman alone is reality, 2. Brahman alone is the goal. 3. By the grace of Brahman only, I reach Brahman. This is the dhirata. This is the vijnaya, knowing. When I know it, I am dhira. So tameva dhiraha vijnaya. Then what he has to do once you know the theory? Prajnam kurvita. Prajna here is not the pure prajnapti swarupa Brahman, the sadhana inside of the thoughts. Prajnam kurvita matlab entertaining these three thoughts. That the Brahman alone is reality, Brahman alone is the goal, only by the Brahma Krupa that I realize him. That's called the Prajnam kurvita. If this is done, you are Dhira and Brahmana. So, Tameva Vijnaya Prajnam Kurvita. Dhiraha Brahmana. So, Tameva Dhiraha Vijnaya Prajnam Kurvita Brahmana. Okay. The one who knows Paramatma as these 1, 2, 3, he is Dhira Purusha. And the one who is practicing the Paramatma as these three is the Brahmana. So, I am explaining. Tameva Dhiro Vijnaya. Tam Vijnaya Dhiro Bhavati. Prajnam kurvita brahmana, prajnam karoti chet brahmana bhavati. So vijnaya means intellectually knowing these three things. That the Brahman alone is reality, alone is my goal, and his grace alone makes me realize it. Prajnam kurvita means entertaining only these thoughts all the time. And while doing so, what is the care to be taken? Both sundar do thoughts. Third line is na anudhyayat bahun shabda. Other shabdas, don't think, don't talk. Anything other than Brahman. Why? What a beautiful way Shruti Mata says, Vacho viglapanam hitat. It is nothing but, the unwanted blabbering of the mouth. It is unwanted tiredness of the mouth, troubling our own mouth. It, in other word, संस्कृत में कहते हैं कंठशोष. Like you spoke half an hour to your somebody, servant or a, फिर भी उसने जैसा करना वैसे ही किया. What you said he didn't do. So that your half an hour talking is your कंठ शोष. कंठ is throat. गला फाड़ फाड़ कर बोल रहे हो, तुम सुन ही नहीं रहे हो. So न अनुध्यायाद बहून शब्दान. Any shabdas other than the Brahman, don't think and don't talk. It's only your kantashosha and vacho viglapanam. Giving pida to the vani, which is little subtler, giving pain to your throat, little grosser. Because throat belongs to the body gross, vani is indriya. Little subtler than the body. So kantashosha kaho, vani ka viglapan kaho. It is only to say that is sheer waste of your time and energy. Ab dekho, this is Upanishad. And when Upanishad says this, it looks as if it is taking away from us all our worldliness. That's why we keep the Upanishad away. In fact, the fact is what? This is how the highest guidance that only Upanishad can give us, that don't get don't get lost in the ephemerals and trivials and binding things. Come and realize your own infinite self. So हमारे श्रेयोभिलाषी उपनिषद को ही हम गलत समझकर दूर रखते हैं. And all those people or things or sources which encourage us to think, to talk, to live about the worldly things, we take them as friends and we go near. That is what is our mistake. That is called as delusion. That is what by inner thinking we have to come out of from within. This was our today's common sense thoughts. Two common sense thoughts. Visana, where am I deluded? This is what is the delusion. That the Upanishad, which is guiding me for moksha, I disregard, disrespect it. And the world of things and beings other, which bind me, I value, respect it. This is the delusion. Then this delusion I have to come out from within. That I am doing wrong. I have to approach the Upanishad. It is my misguided mind which is expressing its disliking when I have to study the Upanishad, which is wrong. Like when you want to come to the class, somebody of your son or wife or husband tell that don't attend. They are wrong. because तो ऐसे मस्करी करने थोड़ी आ रहे हो, गलत काम करने थोड़ी आ रहे हो, चोरी करने आ रहे हो क्या कि मना करने के लिए. You are doing something wrong or what, that somebody will stop you. Isn't it? You should tell them, I am not doing wrong, I am studying Shastra. How dare you tell me not to? And if you go and do something, किसी को murder कर रहे हो, तब they can tell, अरे मत जाओ करके. You are not coming for that. In the same way, to the deluded mind, we have to authentically tell that I have to approach Upanishad, it is guiding me for the reality. How can you say no that you are wrong? Shut up, I am not going to listen to you. ऐसा कुछ दिन कहोगे मन को, वो कहना चुप कर देता है. And the other thing also, oh mind, you are unnecessarily tempting me to take to this world which is wrong, I am not going to listen to you. This is to happen from within. Okay. So this is a powerful sloka of the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. Thank God, Bhagavan Shankara quoted. Tameva dhiro vijnaya prajnam kurvita brahmanaha na anudhyayad bahun shabdan vacho viglapanamitat. Another quotation from Mundaka Upanishad. Tameva ekam janata atmanam. Only that self you have to know. For that, you have to fully attend only to it. And in that also, the next sentence, Shankara doesn't quote or continue quoting, smiling at us. कि तुम वो पढ़कर ही आ रहे हो ना, तुमको तो मंत्र याद होगा. बताओ, what is the next sentence? तमेव एक जानता आत्मानम. The next sentence is अन्यावाचो विमुच्यत. Stop talking all other blabbering. Amritasya esha setuhu. This realization of self alone is the bridge for the immortality. See the beauty of our quotations. Therefore, तम एव वर्ड को हमें हमारे दिल में पहुंचाने के लिए भगवान शंकरा took extra efforts to quote Brihadaranyaka and Mundaka. Then what he has to do, it has been done. How serious we are in receiving it, how serious we are in contemplating it, how serious we are in understanding it, how serious we are in practicing it, means we in ourselves feel that now my only goal is Paramatma. That depends. On that depends my further sadhana and my what you call growing in the sadhana. Through the sadhana is the result. क्यों नहीं करता हूं मैं? क्योंकि मेरे को प्यार नहीं है. और क्यों करता हूं मैं? क्योंकि मेरे को प्यार है. परमात्मा में प्यार नहीं है इसलिए साधना नहीं करता हूं. जगत में प्यार है इसलिए संसार करता हूं. एज सिंपल एज. प्यार उधर से इधर ले आओ बस. Isn't it? That is the only thing shifting we have to do from within, and it's a very slow, steady, delicate process to be followed and achieved, and it's never impossible because if it's impossible, the Gurus would have not told us. Okay. Now, continuation of this Bhashya. Devam Jyotirmayam Atmaniya Buddhi Tasyaha Prasadakaram Prasanne hi Parameshware Buddhirapi Tadvishaya Brahma निष्प्रपंचाकारा ब्रह्मात्मनाम तिष्ठते वर्तते आत्मबुद्धि प्रकाशमिति अन्ये अधीयते आत्मबुद्धिं प्रकाशयति आत्मबुद्धि प्रकाशम अथवा आत्मा एव बुद्धिः आत्मबुद्धिः सा एव प्रकाशः अस्य इति आत्मबुद्धि प्रकाशम मुमुक्षुर्वै वै शब्दावधारणे मुमुक्षुरेव सन् न फलांतरमिच्छन् शरणम अहम प्रपद्ये. क्या मस्त मस्त भाष. 2 दिन लगेगा हमको. ओम 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 पूर्णमदः श्रुतिमात्रे नमः तत्सत् ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु. Here we are. Conclude. See you tomorrow. Now join for Gita.